Hi, happy Friday. It's been a while. I know I haven't recorded, I guess it's been over a week. Mother's Day was really nice. Just had my mom over, enjoyed time with my family. I do have a couple of videos that I'm going to be recording and putting up on the YouTube channel that will talk about why I'm making Persian food on the channel, what ingredients you need to buy, and I'll create links where you can purchase things in case you want to try some of these Persian dishes. I really think it's close to a Mediterranean diet. Today we're going to make Kalom Polo, and it's a cabbage dish with ground beef. It's a nice light meal, so I will show you how to make that. And I look forward to doing some videos this week. And sorry I've been a little MIA, but hope everyone's having a great Friday. Take care. I don't know if anybody likes kitchen gadgets, but this is a nice little gadget. It is a onion chopper. So it's the brand is Vidalia Chop Wizard, and I'll put a link on Amazon so you can buy one if you want. And basically this will make it a nice small pieces of onion for this dish. So I'll show you what it looks like after. And check it out, just like that. I've got one onion all chopped up and ready to go. Such a deal. So we're going to saute the onions until they start to get a little bit clear. Then I'm going to add 2 pounds of lean ground beef. Then we're going to add some cabbage, some cumin. I like to add a little celery seed, and then tomato paste. And we'll saute that for a little bit, and then eventually we're going to add that to the rice, but we'll show you as we go along. As you can see, we're browning up the meat. I'm soaking the rice a little bit. I rinsed it off a few times, and then I'm soaking it with a little bit of salt. And the cabbage is ready, and I'm going to prepare the tomato paste in a minute. It's about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I usually mix it with a little, well, half a cup of water. And then it is 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, and then I'll put in like a half a teaspoon of celery seed. So that will be our next step. All right, I went ahead and added in the tablespoon of cumin. I put in actually a smaller amount of celery seed. The half a teaspoon was too much, so I just put in like a quarter of a teaspoon. And then I went ahead and added some cumin seed, the whole seed, because I just like the texture in the rice when, you know, we get the rice put in this. So we're going to add our cabbage. And this cabbage will cook down quite a bit. I mean, it looks like a lot, but wait till you see it once it's cooked. It will be much less than this. As you can see, the cabbage is cooking down, so we're going to go ahead and add our tomato paste, which I've mixed in with the water already. I put in 3/4 of a cup of water because I did put in extra beef and extra cabbage. You can half this recipe if you don't want it to be quite as big as this. But we'll cook this and saute it till it's all mixed together nicely. All right, the meat is done, and because I doubled this recipe, I put in another tablespoon of cumin, ground cumin. You know, you gotta obviously season these according to your taste, and you do taste them as you go along. So I think grand total was 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, and I added a little bit more cumin seed, and we're getting ready to boil our rice, and then we'll add the rice to it. And then we're gonna mix this all together. We're gonna layer it in the pan, and we'll put some advia in between the layers. So I'll show you when we get to that stage. Forgot to mention, must always get your saffron ready for the meal. And like I said, it's hot water, get it nice and hot, and then you add in a bunch of saffron, and you just let it sit here and get nice and yellow for you, because saffron is such a crucial part of Persian cooking, and it's such a distinctive flavor. Really enjoy my saffron. Thank you, Ahmed Reza, for always bringing it to me. Made myself a michelada. If you can see that, it's basically beer with Bloody Mary mix. It's got like a celery salt rim, and some squeezed lime. And I think I made a video about this a long time ago. I'll have to find it and I'll share it so you guys can see how to make a michelada. It's a Friday night, well, I guess Friday day thing, right? Yum, yum. So, interesting tidbit for you. In college, I majored in restaurant and hotel management for a little bit. And one of the things that you were graded on was how well you keep your kitchen clean while you're cooking. And as you can see, everything's cleaned up while I'm waiting for my rice to finish boiling so I can get the next step. Little tidbit for you, bet you never knew that. And obviously I did not go into the restaurant business. And I forgot to show you my flowers for Mother's Day. Weren't they beautiful? And over there, those are the flowers our mom got me. So I felt loved. Thank you guys. Cheers. When the rice is cooking, you don't cook it all the way because we're gonna steam it later. And you can usually tell when it's ready because it starts to smell really good. And a lot of the rice starts to kind of come up to the top. So you want to taste test it. Take a little grain, mull some out. And it should still be hard in the middle, but fragrant. And that's when you know it's ready. Okay, so the tzatziki is our next step. And you can see I just put enough oil in there to kind of coat the bottom of the pan. And then I like to use a tortilla. I think I've already mentioned this to you guys. So we're going to put the tortilla in there, and then we're going to take it off here, and we're going to start layering in the rice and the cabbage dish. So I'll show you that as we go along. All right, as you can see, got some rice in there. Then we're going to put some of this in here. This is the cabbage and ground beef. And then we're going to sprinkle a little advia. And then we're going to continue layering this until we get to the top. Then we're going to take our saffron and we're going to put that over the top. So I'll show you the next layer. All right, as you can see, I've got a layer of meat. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to repeat these layers. I did sprinkle a little advia over the meat, and we'll just do that till we get to the top. Okay, we've got everything layered. As you can see, the last layer is the saffron, which is just so yummy. And then I did end up having some extra cabbage and meat left over, and I'll probably do something with it. You'll have to wait to see. And then I forgot to mention, I'm sure some of you might have noticed, I actually used bags of coleslaw that you get at the store. It was already cut up, so I made it simple for myself. My husband likes it with the carrot and the dark red cabbage as well. The recipe calls for just green cabbage, but we like this combination. And then you can also, instead of mixing the ground beef with everything, you can make them as meatballs, but we prefer it to be like this. So we're gonna cook this for 5 minutes at medium. 8 minutes at medium, and then we're gonna put it down to low, and it's going to steam for 50 minutes before it's done. So if I was still in college taking my food prep class, which was a 6-month class, by the way, and you took, one day was lab where you had to wear a chef's hat and everything, and then the other day was lecture, and you learned all about food and how it's prepared, what happens to it when you boil it versus saute it versus steam it. But as you can see, my kitchen is clean. And there's the leftovers, so it'll be interesting to see what I make with that. Stay tuned. Oh, I guess I'm recording now. Basically, you see, it was delicious. Shahryar, my husband, filmed this, and I appreciated it. All right, this is the part of the video which I'm recording later in the evening, but I had scheduled a rendezvous with my mom, and the rice was going to take 15 minutes, and I just didn't have 15 minutes to sit around and wait. So my husband was kind enough to take the pictures of the finished meals. So the pictures you see are from the love of my husband, and I really, truly appreciate his support. And thank you for taking those pictures for me. Love you. Cheers.